Somali welfare queen Ilhan Omar called me out for exposing the massive and widespread welfare fraud being perpetrated by the Somali community in Minnesota. The other day I made a video uncovering their latest $500 million fraud scheme that stole taxpayer money intended to help children with autism and funneled it to an Islamic terror group back in Somalia. This video already has over 1.5 million views, so I'll link it at the end if you haven't already seen it. But apparently this video also reached Ilhan Omar because she held a press conference where she addressed the situation and didn't condemn the Somali community for continuously stealing taxpayer money, but instead condemned people like me for the great crime of reporting about their fraud. As always, like the video and subscribe to the channel, but let's start with this crazy clip of Ilhan Omar saying the purpose of the United States government is to serve the interests of Somalia.
jawaabteedu waxay ahayd dawladda Mareykanka waxay ka qabanaysaa wixii annaga aan dhahno dawladda Mareykanka qabo waa kalsoonidaas inaan isku qabno annaga Soomaali hadii aan nahay wadankan annaga ku nool wadankan wadankii aan annaga tax ka dhiibno waaye waa wadankii gabar idinka dhalatayne ee Congress ka fadhiso intii aniga aan Congress joogo wadanka Soomaaliya biyaheeda dad kaleeta iyo badeeda dad kale ma qaadanayaan wadanka Mareykankana kuma taageerayo dad kaleeta in annaga ayna dhacaan marka taas ka seexda reer Minnesota gabadhii Congress u dirsateen way idinka war haysaa sidaad idinka u dareemaysiin dantaas ay u dareemeen
In every video I make covering Somali fraud in Minnesota, and there's a handful at this point, I always have a new clip of Ilhan Omar clearly, explicitly, openly, and proudly stating she represents the interests of Somalia. And my question is, at what point do we take her at her word and denaturalize this woman, or at bare minimum, remove her from the United States House of Representatives? Ilhan Omar and the Somali community in Minnesota represents the single biggest mistake of our immigration policy over the last 80 years. We imported people from the third world into our country who don't want to be American, but want to live in America. I'm gonna say it again. They don't want to be American, but they want to live in America. The same values and cultures that failed to build Somalia into a functioning nation are the same values and cultures white liberals in Minnesota encourage them to maintain. They want to be Somalian in every single aspect, but do so in the safety of Minnesota. And instead of integrating into our society and expecting our government to do what's best for its citizens, they expect the government